Saram students, welcome. Today let us continue with the revision of geography, lesson number 7, our country, India. Children, in this lesson we have already revised about locational setting, India's neighbors and about political and administrative divisions. Today let us revise about physical divisions. Now children, let us begin with the revision. Let us revise about physical divisions. We know that India, it is marked by a diversity of physical features such as mountains, plateaus, plains, coasts and islands. So children, can you name the major physical divisions of India? The major physical divisions of India are the Himalayas, the northern Indian plains, the Great Indian Desert, the Peninsular Plateau, the coastal plains and two groups of islands, that is Lakshadweep Islands and Andaman and Nicobar Islands. And here in this map you can see standing as sentinels in the north are the lofty snow-capped Himalayas. What do you mean by Himalayas? Him plus Alaya, it means the abode of snow. And children, Middle Himalaya or Himachal lies to the south of Himadri and many popular hill stations, they are situated here. Some of the popular hill stations are Manali, Kullu, Shimla, etc. And the Shivalik, it is the southernmost range. And children, what are alluvial deposits? These are very fine soils that are brought by rivers and deposited in the river basins. And what is a tributary? Children, here you can see a river or stream which contributes its water to a main river by discharging it into main river from either side. So, it is called as a tributary. Now, let us revise about the northern Indian plains. Children, where do the northern Indian plains lie? The northern Indian plains, they lie to the south of the Himalayas and they are generally level and flat. And how are these formed? These are formed by the alluvial deposits that are laid down by the rivers such as the Indus, the Ganga, the Brahmaputra and their tributaries. And these river plains provide fertile land for cultivation, and that is the reason for high concentration of population in these plains. And children, where does the Great Indian Desert lie? In the western part of India lies the Great Indian Desert, and it is a dry, hot and sandy stretch of land, and it has very little vegetation. And where does the Peninsular Plateau lie? To the south of northern plains lies the Peninsular Plateau. And what is the shape of the Peninsular Plateau? It is triangular in shape. And the relief, it is highly uneven. That is, it is not level and flat. And this is a region with numerous hill ranges and valleys. And children, which hills are one of the oldest ranges of the world? Aravalli Hills are one of the oldest ranges of the world and they border it on the northwest side. And which are the important ranges of the Peninsular Plateau? The Vindhyas and the Satpuras, they are the important ranges of the Peninsular Plateau. And children, the rivers Narmada and Tapi, they flow through these ranges. And here you can see that Narmada and Tapi, they are flowing towards the west. So these are west flowing rivers. And in which sea do they drain? They drain into the Arabian Sea. And children, where are the Western Ghats and the Eastern Ghats? The Western Ghats or Sahyadris, they border the plateau in the west. And the Eastern Ghats, they provide the eastern boundary. And children, while the Western Ghats are almost continuous, the Eastern Ghats, they are broken and uneven. And the plateau, it is rich in minerals like coal and iron ore. And children, where do the coastal plains lie? To the west of the Western Ghats and the east of Eastern Ghats lie the coastal plains. And how are the western coastal plains? The western coastal plains are very narrow. And how are the eastern coastal plains? The eastern coastal plains, they are much broader. And children, there are a number of east flowing rivers. So, can you name the rivers that drain into the Bay of Bengal? The rivers Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri drain into the Bay of Bengal. And these rivers, they have formed fertile deltas at their mouth. And the Sundarban Delta, it is formed where the Ganga and Brahmaputra flow into the Bay of Bengal. And children, do you know the Ganga and the Brahmaputra form the world's largest delta, the Sundarbans Delta. What do you mean by delta? The delta is triangular in shape. It is an area of land formed at the mouth of the river. Children, what is called the mouth of the river? The point where rivers enter the sea is called the mouth of the river. Now, let us revise about two groups of islands, that is about Lakshadweep Islands and the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Children, two groups of islands, they also form part of India. And where are Lakshadweep Islands located? Lakshadweep Islands, they are located in the Arabian Sea. And children, do you know corals are skeletons of tiny marine animals? What are they called? They are called as polyps. And when the living polyps die, then their skeletons are left. And other polyps, they grow on top of the hard skeleton. And this grows higher and higher, thus forming the coral islands. And children, Lakshadweep Islands, they are known as a coral island and they are located off the coast of Kerala. And children, where do the Andaman and the Nicobar Islands lie? The Andaman and the Nicobar Islands lie to the southeast of the Indian mainland in the Bay of Bengal. And children, can you define tsunami? Tsunami is a huge sea wave generated due to an earthquake on the sea floor. And do you know which group of islands were affected by the tsunami in 2004? The Andaman and Nicobar Islands, they were affected by tsunami in 2004. Now children, let's discuss. Write a short note on the Great Indian Desert. In the western part of India lies the Great Indian Desert. It is a dry, hot and sandy stretch of land and it has very little vegetation. And children, describe the three main parallel ranges of the Himalayan mountains. The Himalayan mountains, they are divided into three main parallel ranges, that is Great Himalayas, Middle Himalayas and Shivalik. Great Himalayas, it is the northernmost range of the Himalayas and it is also known as Himadri. Mount Everest, world's highest peak, is located in this range. Middle Himalayas, it lies to the south of the Himadri. It is also known as Himachal. Many popular hill stations are situated here and some of the popular hill stations are Manali, Kullu, Shimla, etc. Shivalik, it is the southernmost range of the Himalayas. So children, these are the three main parallel ranges of the Himalayan mountains. Now children, let's have a quiz. Multiple choice questions. First one, the southernmost Himalayas are known as dash. A. Shivaliks, B. Himadri, C. Himachal. What's the correct option? Correct. A. Shivaliks. The southernmost Himalayas are known as Shivaliks. Second one, Sahyadris is also known as dash. A. Aravali, B. Western Ghats, C. Himadri. What's the correct answer? Correct. B. Western Ghats. Sahyadris is also known as Western Ghats. Third one, the Indian islands in the Arabian Sea are known as dash. A. Andaman and Nicobar Islands. B. Lakshadweep Islands. C. Maldives. What's the correct option? Correct. B. Lakshadweep Islands. The Indian islands in the Arabian Sea are known as Lakshadweep Islands. So children, today we have completed the revision of geography lesson number 7, our country India. So read the lesson thoroughly and practice the map that is given in this lesson. Till we meet again, goodbye children.